Welcome back to another episode of the Drinking Podcast. It is Wednesday evening at the moment, and Aston Villa are just about to kick off against Sheffield United. The return of the Premier League. It's finally back after nearly 100 days, I think, or something like that. We'll talk about it, but I just want to do a quick intro saying I'm excited for it to start, and you'll see some of my reactions to the results coming up over the next few days. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So we've already had our first bit of controversy. Ball's gone over the line. I don't know what to say, to be honest. Ball's gone over the line. Goal line technology was malfunctioned or off. We don't really know at the moment. Nearly 3 months without the Premier League. First game back, already massive error. Good start. So we're in the final few seconds of Villa, Sheffield United, return of the Premier League. Started a little bit slow. It's a good second half, to be fair, with a very dodgy decision, as we saw. But yeah, to be honest, I'm just happy that the Premier League's back. It's been so long, so long, and I've missed English football so much, man. There's something about it, man. It's beautiful, it really is. And that's end of the first little part of this. I think it's time we cut to a little montage, isn't it?
Oh na na, you don't wanna run with me. Oh la la, run up on man and squeeze. Easy peasy squeezy, talking bad until you see me. Make man just like Houdini.
Then I bubble with a bang. Hey. Bring that thing in a place where you need it. Big thing, make me wanna boss when I beat it. Me not even care if you're fake or that real. I just wanna get that feel of that booty that you're treating. Oh, why you wanna play the hard to get? My fourth letter getting bigger in the alphabet. My dumb figure moving silly when you come correct. But she on fleek, check. Booty, check. Breath, check. Money, check. Later in the night, she a freak, check. Hey, man. Winning everything that I'm throwing. Got a Cuban for the neck, gold glowing. Really only want a bad team. Maybe wanna do a mad thing. See me when I'm on my Don King, and I kill it with a Billy, so I get another ring for the big.
Oh na na, you don't wanna run with me. Oh la la, run up on man and squeeze. Easy peasy squeezy, talking bad until you see me.
Come on.
Make man just like Houdini.
See you waiting from the night. She does a little tweet and a little snap. Preen up her Insta. All I do is tap. I ain't into talking, but she make me chat. Man will do anything, just say they can have that. See me, I do it better. She flexing in my sweater. People I can't trust them like the weather. Face Riri, got a body like she menna. Money on a B-day, I don't do no letter. Let her spend grand. Got one young G, only know bang. Uptown function, but I'm with gang. These broke youths gassing up gram. Made no paper, acting on cam. Love a real deal, not a lie. I said let's have a dinner date in the bag. Gal, bust sit down, look up like July. Got gal at the table, meet KSI.
Oh na na, you don't wanna run with me. Oh la la, run up on man and squeeze. Easy peasy squeezy, talking bad until you see me. Make man just like Houdini.
Then I bubble with a bang. Squeezy, throw them away.
Oh na na, you don't wanna run with me.
So what are your thoughts on half-time?
I thought West Ham did really well.
Against Wolves? Happy with the performance? What do you think we're going to do second
Slow
half?
start, but
What do you think we're going to do second half?
win.
You heard it here first.
The Drinking Podcast. Hello?
Are you introducing then? I assume that.
No, I was just going to say it's The Drinking Podcast, and I put Jack's hat on.
What's it called, Dad?
Well, it's a hat.
What's it called? The hash hat.
I don't approve of any drugs.
Yes, he's wearing the hat.
No, I don't approve of any drugs, hashish or anything else. This arrived the other day, and Jack had ordered it off, I don't know, hashish.com. So, I've just made it into a better hat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I made it into a better hat.
Oh my god.
And
You made it look
I don't
gay
approve. I don't approve. And I just thought I'd just wear it just to say to you kids, I don't approve of this kind of thing. There you go.
You do know that's like you beating up a little child and being like, I'm against beating up children.
No, I don't approve of hashish. I've never had a hashish in my life. I don't approve of cannabis and people who grow it.
Mike Tyson grows weed.
Yeah, people who grow it,
He
other
makes a
than
lot of
for
money.
medicinal purposes, are very naughty,
Mike Tyson grows a lot of weed. He doesn't do it for medicinal purposes.
doesn't he?
No, he does it to get us high
Okay.
and to
Well,
make a lot of money.
then he's very naughty.
Would you say that to his face?
No, because he'd hit me.
Anyway, welcome back to another episode of the Drinking Podcast. It's episode 16. I'm pretty sure I've already introduced this because this is a part of like a Premier League vlog weekend thing. Yeah, we've just finished Saturday. We've had the Premier League return. And before we get started, what are we going to drink today then, Dad?
Well, Jack's decided that Bacardi is what we need to try.
Yep.
Long time since I've tasted Bacardi. Did your mum buy this for you, or did
Yeah, Mum probably did.
Bacardi is normally with
We
Coke.
started making a lot of cocktails in this house recently. And what is
in the house.
What is this?
That's a half. That's a
What
half
is
shot
this? What
because it's
is-
all we've
You
got.
put more in yours, you need.
But you have mine then. It's a half shot. It's all we've got. It's what you drink
Now, if you don't want to get it, then you're never going to
if
get
you're
it.
going to think. Can I just say? Could you just have a look at the back of my shirt? There we go. Can you see it?
Probably not from that angle, I can't lie.
Can you see it now?
Okay, that says Robert Snodgrass for you who can't read. He, funnily enough, didn't play today.
No, he didn't, but
Or
he's-
was even in the squad. But
Yeah, we lost.
we'll get on to that. Anyway, it's episode 16 of the Drinking Podcast. That's nice.
That's all right.
So anyway, before we get into West Ham, firstly, what are your thoughts on having the Premier League back?
Yeah, it's great. I'm not sure about playing it behind closed doors. Not sure whether really it's of any benefit to humanity having it behind closed doors. I'm not sure whether if 60,000 people got together into the London Stadium today, I'm not sure whether that would be a crisis for humanity. Personally,
Yeah. I think as long as you have people at the gates testing people
Yeah,
if they go
yeah.
in, I think
Yeah,
that's fine.
absolutely.
Yeah.
we've
And
got to
if
get,
someone
we've,
does, you put them
we've
aside.
got to get out of lockdown soon. We're going to be flying soon, and we're all going to be in aeroplanes and
Which is
all
arguably
that kind of
worse.
stuff. So it was a great game. I enjoyed it.
So wait, so just quickly, so you were talking about behind closed doors. So what do you think then of, because if we've watched both, we've watched matches with both artificial sound and no sound, which of course there isn't.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts then on the artificial sound?
Artificial sound was dreadful.
Yep.
No sound was weird, but realistic.
Yeah.
And of course, because you could hear the footballers, you could hear the managers shouting, you could hear everybody
Swearing.
talking and all that kind of stuff. It just brought another different aspect to it, because normally the crowd is so loud that you can't pick up that kind of thing. But the microphones can pick up everything. You hear the players shouting for the ball,
Yeah.
shouting at the teammates. It's it's almost like the noise that you get when you're playing five-a-side.
Yeah.
People shouting at each other and mate, me, all that
Pass
kind of
it,
stuff.
pass it,
Yeah.
I'm open.
And the manager shouting from the sideline. I prefer it without.
So if you had the option of both, you'd watch without.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I'd
And that's what
probably
we
do
did
the same.
today, didn't we? We
Yeah.
watched it without.
So before we go on to West Ham, we'll talk through a couple of the controversial moments.
Yeah. Okay.
Starting off, I've already mentioned this: Sheffield United versus Aston Villa. It goes in the back of the net, but because goal line technology wasn't switched on, the
Which
goal
is
didn't
ridiculous.
count. Thoughts on that?
So, after 3 months of lockdown, obviously somebody had forgot to switch something on.
so stupid.
You know, I think you can forgive somebody for not switching something on, but if it's their only job is to switch something
It's
on,
like that meme, isn't it, where you had one job.
You had one
You had
job, and it was to switch goal line technology on, and you didn't.
You fucked it. And to be fair, at the end of the season, the 2 points that Sheffield have lost from that could be the difference between them getting Champions League football, Europa League football,
Yeah.
etc., etc.
So I don't blame the ref.
It's not the ref's fault.
Sheffield have been robbed. Don't blame the ref at all. But
It's not his fault, is it? He has to
there
wait
needs
for
to
the
be
buzz.
there needs to be some processes put in place to make sure that even in lockdown, everything gets switched on.
Yeah, because that's stupid.
Yeah.
That after 3 months, the very first game, first half,
Yeah.
ball goes in, but Hawkeye wasn't turned on, so it didn't count.
Yeah.
Next controversial point, the Leno injury. For those of you who don't know what happened, he's an Arsenal goalkeeper who had a collision, let's say, with an outfield Brighton player, and he essentially landed on his knee. And it looks like he snapped it, to be completely honest. You could hear him screaming as soon, because of course no fans mean the mics pick up and everything. You could hear him screaming his voice off.
Dreadful.
And as he's getting stretchered off, he basically starts having a go at the Brighton player who did it. And essentially the Brighton player then scores the winner late on, so it's all a bit of a weird story. Firstly, what do you think on the challenge from that striker?
I didn't personally see the challenge from the striker as aggressive.
Anything bad?
I think they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think the goalie landed on his leg wrong.
No.
I don't.
It's a foul. It is a foul, but
it might be a foul, but it's an accidental foul.
Yeah.
It's not a cynical foul. It's not a I'm going to take the goalkeeper out foul. It's not one of those.
Definitely. And so what did you... So I think you and me were both agreeing earlier that from a humanitarian point of view, though, let's be honest, Leno's not an idiot. No. He would have felt the pain he was in, and I think he realises that is a almost career-defining injury.
A very serious injury, yeah.
Like, honestly, if you don't... I don't recommend looking at images, but if you do want to, you will look at it and you will think, he's lucky. He'll be lucky if he can kick a ball with that again.
Yeah.
He will take a lot of physio, and of course it is possible, but in the heat of the moment, I think Leno was like, this guy's just ended my fucking career.
Yeah.
And he did get angry at it. And to be fair, there was a massive scruffle at the end between that Brighton player and loads of Arsenal players, in particular Guendouzi. Apparently Guendouzi were just chatting shit all game, and especially when Arsenal 1-0 up, he was like, shut up, mate. And then the player who scored was like, leave the talking on the pitch or something like that, instead of like chatting shit, basically. And then he started like strangling him. It was all a bit weird. What do you think? What do you think of that? I know technically the full-time whistle had gone, but he had his arm around his hand wrapped around his neck.
Yeah.
If that was after the game, if it was after the game,
it's still under the jurisdiction of the referee. The full-time whistle's gone, but surely the referee still has jurisdiction over the safety of players on the pitch until they leave the pitch.
Do you think the FA? Do you think the FA will have a word with that?
Yeah, I think they should do. Yeah.
What do you think that would be? Is that a ban? It's more a ban, isn't it?
So it's a ban more than anything else. Yeah, but you can't say when the full-time whistle is blown, there are still 22 players on a football pitch.
Yeah.
So the referee and the linesman still have
a job
to do, whilst those players leave the pitch.
Yeah.
It's obvious they have a job to do. It might not be written in the rules, but they've got to.
It's their job to make sure no one gets hurt. Yeah.
They've got to make sure that nobody gets hurt until everybody's in the dressing room. It's quite obvious to me. Yeah. You can't say, oh, the final whistle has been blown, therefore the rules of football don't apply anymore. Yeah. And if you want to shoot somebody, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's not going to happen.
And then just a couple more then. So before players walk out, the teams have to walk out one at a time. What do you think of that? I think that's so stupid.
I think it's nonsense.
They're about to share a football pitch for 90 minutes, in which they're in the box doing this for some of it.
Yeah. It's nonsense.
Yet they're not allowed to walk out at the same time.
It's nonsense.
And the tunnels are quite big, aren't they?
Yeah.
Some of them are massive, like the ones at Tottenham City.
If you're going to play contact football and you're going to get physical with members of the other team, then walking out social distancing makes no sense.
It's like the people on the bench, isn't it?
Makes no
What's
sense.
the point of people being 2 or 3 metres away on the bench? They've just been rugby tackled 5 minutes earlier.
Yeah. Makes no sense.
It's so weird. I'm glad you share that. Alright, now we'll move on to West Ham, who played today.
Yeah.
2-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers. We have played them 4 times since they've been promoted. We've lost every single one. We've also yet to score a goal. And
It's disappointing.
about all I got to say about that.
I thought we started shaky,
Poor, dominated
but
early
after
on.
15 minutes, we got our act together.
It was the work
And
rate that came
towards
through,
the end of the first half. We actually looked like a team that could score against Wolves. I think Wolves came out, and their advantage came from
the substitutes.
the substitutions. I mean,
Bringing on Neto and Traore.
oh, you just thought, oh well, they do okay.
They've
right.
won this now already.
Yeah, and as soon as Traore came on,
Completed a full take-on since the time he was on the pitch.
immediately you saw that there was an advantage.
And the goal
we were a
from
bit
Neto.
slow.
That
We were a
goal
bit slow.
from Neto, the volley,
Yeah,
beautiful strike.
and you know, it's not a dreadful result.
We didn't. You and me even said before we didn't. Well, to be fair, you actually did say you thought we were going to win, but
Yeah, I wanted us to win because I thought we could win against Wolves, but
it's
in
Wolves.
the
In the
scheme
grand
of
scheme of
things,
things, it's Wolves.
yeah, we whether we win, whether we lose 1-0, 2-0, whatever, it doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
I
Now,
think it was highly likely we're going to lose, so
Yeah.
we lost.
what did you think of Haller not being fully fit and Jack Wilshere and Yarmolenko both being fully fit and available?
Yeah, I think after lockdown, I think everybody has to be fully fit,
Unless you've had a serious injury going into it, yeah.
unless I would say hospitalisation
Yeah.
going into it. Otherwise, you're fully fit. You must have spent the last 3 months being fit, ready for the first game.
Yeah.
If you're not fit, then
Get out.
because you're not committed.
That's what you've been paid to do. They've been paid to remain fit.
You're not committed, and you need to get out.
Because apparently it was a hip injury. That was the thing. But what do you mean a hip injury?
It's
He's not
your
90 years
responsibility
old.
as a footballer to be ready for the first game.
Yeah.
And I thought the guys that played, for the most, did really well. And I thought West Ham played better than I'd seen them play for a while.
I don't know about that, but we've
They
now
defended really well.
in the first half we did. So we've got 1 win in 10, which is bad reading. That is bad reading. You're optimistic that we'll stay in the league.
Yeah.
But what do you think that will be down to? What if we stay in the Premier League? Will it be down to our brilliance of getting out of it, or the fact there are 3 worse teams than us in the league? Your Norwiches, your Bournemouth,
Yeah,
your
it's a
Villa.
mixture, isn't it? Because those teams will create their own destiny.
Yeah.
And we need to win 1 or 2 games to stay up.
Have to, man.
And I think we will. I think we will, because I think we're West Ham. We play at the London Stadium, and we shouldn't be relegated.
Because if you look at it, apart from Bournemouth, all the teams around us were picking up points. Brighton picked up points. Aston Villa picked up points.
Yeah.
Like, that's not really good for us to then
No,
have a
it
home
isn't.
game and then pick up nothing from
But it's
it.
the first game, and there's another 10 to go or so. So, you know, let's keep going. Because if we perform like we did today, I think we'll be all right.
We could pick up a result or two, but
Yeah.
I think the problem was the lack of threat we were to them. That's what scares me the most. It was the fact we had 2 shots on target at home. 2 shots on target at home. That we had more when we went to like Anfield like this season. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's my biggest worry. So you think we'll just about stay up, or so who do you think will have a talisman like pop up towards, or will it just be team morale, team ethic, hard work, etc., etc.?
Yeah, the latter.
Fair enough. I mean, we've got players like Anderson who haven't really been performing this season. Haller's not been performing. I think that's
The
it.
latter, yeah, okay. All right, that's the drinking podcast.
So anyway, are you going to play us out today then?
Well, I haven't really got a song. Have I done the Book of Love ever?
Yes.
Have I?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Have I done? What can I
Dead
do?
or Alive? Yes.
Okay. What can I do on the 12 string then?
Oh, Scooby.
I don't know.
What can you do on that? Can you get the whip that one out?
The other one? Yeah, I could do anything on that.
Whip that one out then, Dan. and see what
Okay,
you can do.
let's whip the other one out. Do anything on this. Just a little bit of music, okay?
Yeah.
Have we done Rockin' in the Free World?
Yes. I don't know actually. Maybe. I'm not really sure.
I don't know what I've done on this one.
Do something you don't think you've ever done. That's not Johnny Cash.
Have I done Johnny Cash?
I just said that's not Johnny Cash.
Okay. I don't know what I have. Have I done?
Play something a bit more upbeat.
Okay. Okay, let's do Rockin' in the Free World. I don't know we've done that. I don't know.
To be fair, we might have not done that. We've done 16 episodes of this time. I'm not Scooby at this point. It's kind of just about winging it at this point, to be honest.
Well, there's colours on the street, red, white and blue. People sleeping in their shoes.
We've already cocked up the lyrics.
What is it? People sleeping in the street, red, white and blue. Well, there's a warning sign on the road ahead. There's a lot of people saying they'd be better off dead. I don't believe in Satan, but I am to them. So I try to forget it any way I can. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 I see a girl in the night with a baby in her hand under an old street light near a garbage can. Well, she puts the kid away and she's gonna get a hit. She hates her life and all she's done with it. If there's one more kid never gonna go to school, never get to fall in love, never get to be cool. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 I got 1,000 points of light for the homeless man. We got a gentle kind of machine in our hand. We got and every paper. We got toilet paper and we got styrofoam boxes for the ozone layer. We got we got roads to drive and fuel to burn. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Last time. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Yeah, that needs a lot of practice, doesn't it?
That used to be my best one for open mic. I used to be able to rely on that.
I would never ever rely on that again.
No. It would take me 5 minutes to practice it and get it right.
Okay, we don't have that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stop. That's the hash hat, isn't it? The hash hat's making you do this. I blame the hat for your shitness at guitar. Finish on some Bacardi.
Jeez. Why would I want another Bacardi?
Because that is how the drinking podcast works. Our loyal fans know that. We always start with a shot. We always end with a shot.
Okay, Bacardi.
Cheers. Right, just quickly. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Drinking Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything to say to anyone?
No, I've got nothing to say tonight at all. I haven't got anything to say.
Too bad you had nothing to say during the song, so that sounds right. Cheers. Thank you guys for watching.
Good night.
And we'll see you guys next time in a bit. Not bad.